Power scaling Gohan in Dragon Ball Super can be difficult as the story has differences between the anime and manga, so in this video, myself and Saiyan Scholar are determining how strong is Gohan in the manga.
This video was suggested by Charlie Nash, one of Curt's Discord members, who was looking to find out how Gohan's Earthling power-up works. Thanks man for the suggestion, and thank you so much Kaioshin Curt for having me on the channel. It's a pleasure to be here. We're excited to get this one started. Oh yeah!
Up until the Universe Survival arc, Gohan was hardly even mentioned. The only important reference is in Chapter 6, where it's established that Gohan still has the greatest potential and that the Cell and Buu arc theme is still alive and kicking in Super. However, it's established that despite all that potential, Gohan disregards his training to the point he's even lost the gi. However, in the Super manga, we never saw Gohan decline as such, but it's mentioned he does hate fighting.
In the Universe Survival arc, Gohan finally got involved in the main story. Suddenly, there were only less than 40 hours to prepare for the Tournament of Power. By the time Gohan knew about it, he probably had around 30-35 hours to train and get his fighting sense back. And although it seemed too brief, it was enough for Vegeta to state before the tournament began that Gohan looked ready. This is a big compliment coming from Vegeta to Gohan, seeing as ever since the Buu saga, he saw Gohan as someone who slacks off training. This means that the Piccolo training made Gohan better than he ever used to be. Piccolo also held Gohan in high praise heavily, insinuating he was the current key to success in the team. And the way he said it made Gohan appear far more important than Goku or Vegeta, but we know what happened there.
Okay. So how strong was Gohan after training with Piccolo?
Well, it might seem like Gohan regained his ultimate form, and went from Resurrection of F Frieza's first form level to Kefla's strength. However, Piccolo debunked this in Chapter 39, when he said before the tournament, Gohan could only manage to regain his sense of battle.
Wow! So Gohan didn't actually start out the tournament as strong as Kefla?
That's right, he was weaker than Basil, Lavender and Bergamo, but Piccolo explained all of Gohan's powering up occurred only during the fight with Kefla, leading Krillin to remark that Gohan has immense innate talent. Therefore, Gohan was growing stronger at a phenomenal rate in just seconds.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Gohan just minutes earlier was having difficulties against the 3 Trio de Dangers in Chapter 34. Heck, when Piccolo suggested they split the trio up, Gohan still struggled against just Basil and Lavender.
Yes, they forced Gohan near to the ring edge. In the end, it was Frieza who ringed out both of the wolves when they jumped in the air. This doesn't necessarily prove that Gohan hadn't powered up, as he may have had great power before the tournament, just not the battle instincts, which he regained in Piccolo's pre-tournament training. But also, at this point, Gohan hadn't grasped how to tap into his potential yet.
That makes sense, as it seems like Gohan was weaker than Final Form Frieza, as he couldn't defeat Lavender and Basil, whereas Frieza could. So how strong was Gohan at his peak against Kefla?
Well, Legendary kills beyond Golden Frieza and gradually overpowers Blue Goku as her chi keeps going up. But Kefla is born and Vados says she may be unmatched on the battlefield. This is coming from an angel, so we can assume all of the power we've seen up until this point, not including Jiren's full power or Ultra Instinct. And then in the Kefla fight, there seemed to be no clear victor even for a moment, and then simultaneously acknowledged they were at their limit and couldn't best one another and were eliminated at the same time. We need to strictly keep this manga and not anime, because when Gohan steps up to fight Kefla with confidence, he demonstrates power rivaling the new fused warrior. Therefore, in terms of power scaling, it seems that Ultimate Gohan, or just Gohan, is equal to Super Saiyan Kefla in strength, speed and other attributes. Fighting against such a powerful rival sharpened and boosted Gohan's power far higher than the weak opponents up until that point. It's no wonder Goku didn't realize Gohan was this powerful. His potential wasn't realized until he started fighting Kefla.
So all this means Gohan was stronger than Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan Caulifla, Legendary Super Saiyan Kale and Dispo, right? But what about Super Saiyan Blue Goku? Was Gohan stronger than his father's Super Saiyan Blue?
Well, Kefla admits she can't defeat Gohan. They are neck and neck, so when you look at Super Saiyan Blue Complete, it couldn't stand up against the Rising Kale, one fusion part, but Gohan suddenly deals with the fusion of kale and cauliflower. Think about how much stronger Gohan is than Super Saiyan Blue Complete in the manga. Interestingly, Krillin said how Gohan might be able to become stronger than Goku's full power if he devoted himself to training rather than working as a scholar, so there seems to be still much of a gap between Goku's full power and Gohan in the Tournament of Power.
So how exactly does Gohan's Earthling power-up work? Is it fueled by his latent potential being greater than Goku and Vegeta?
Well, Piccolo states Gohan's real growth happened during this fight, so as quick as it is, just by fighting Kefla, he suddenly matched her power. Why did this happen? Is this Gohan's true potential when his battle instincts are focused and in place? Is there truly no limit to Gohan if he has enough time to adapt to the enemy? This is an outrageously insane power jump just from battle alone. And we would believe this is a Saiyan perk, but it could also be down to the fact he is evolving his power as a human, focusing his power growth that way rather than relying on superficial transformations like Saiyans, or maybe using both in perfect balance, perhaps using this human Saiyan hybrid potential to its full extent rather than strictly Saiyan is the key to Gohan's success and true growth. Potential wise though, there's no reason to doubt anything he does in the Tournament of Power.
Wow, so Gohan really shone in the Tournament of Power manga portion. Alright, well, let's move on to the Moro arc now. Gohan was hardly referenced here until OG-73 arrives on Earth in chapter 53. Krillin mentions that Gohan is in a lecture and will fight after that, which Gohan does, especially when Piccolo is struggling on his own against 7-3, who had copied Piccolo's abilities. Once Gohan arrived, it's clearly implied that Gohan is the strongest on Earth, and basically third place in relation to Goku and Vegeta.
Now it must be noted, Gohan instantly responded and questioned Piccolo and us, the audience, that Goku and Vegeta is off-world, in relation to Piccolo saying he's now the strongest, which means Gohan is fully aware that his power is less than Goku and Vegeta's. And this is interesting because Gohan has not detected Goku and Vegeta's new power, the power they are acquiring, one with Meris, one on Yardrat, since the Tournament of Power. And in general, on Earth, Vegeta must have clearly surpassed that level of Gohan versus Kefla. We know Goku had due to his performance as Ultra Instinct. But now we know for certain it's pretty much Goku, then Vegeta, then Gohan since the tournament.
But this doesn't mean Gohan couldn't have improved since then, right?
Exactly, it appears manga Gohan has a power that consistently rises, as he definitely shows he has some of this awesome battle instincts when fighting 7-3. Once again, Gohan in the Super manga is held in high praise by Piccolo, who said Gohan is the fighter that they can all rely on.
Yeah, that's definitely different to the anime, where Gohan at times has come off a bit unreliable power-wise. I liked how Piccolo believed Gohan could defeat OG-73 all on his own, and it was also implied that he's stronger than 7-3, as Shimareka explained despite Gohan being stronger, he didn't net the win due to their unique hacks and abilities.
Then after the first round, a time skip of 2 months takes place, where everyone regroups ready for Moro's arrival. It's in this time you would presume everyone trained to get their best shape possible ready for battle, including Gohan. He was sporting the Galactic Patrol emblem, and it's implied Gohan trained in the 2-month time skip to prepare for Moro.
Absolutely! And I believe this is proved by 3 references. Krillin boasted about the training he'd done, Shimareka boasted that Gohan and Piccolo's training was worthless once OG-73 copied them, and finally, when Yamcha sensed Gohan's battle, he stated, "Their training must have paid off."
Maybe the reason why Gohan didn't get insanely strong because he already has his fighting senses, so it doesn't matter if it's 2 days or 2 months. The way Gohan gets stronger now is probably by improving in battle itself. And in those 2 months, there was nobody to battle that was great competition for his power to grow. In this fight, Gohan is now able to use an impressive energy shield, and his battle smartness is on a whole new level, completely different to the old days of fighting Buu. Gohan has the power to back up his intelligence in battle. This is how we envisioned a scholar warrior. Unfortunately, the artificially juiced up Sagambo trashed Gohan and Piccolo together, but Super Saiyan Blue Goku is enough to squash Sagambo. But it's Goku's statement saying he hardly recognized Gohan, which means Gohan has grown considerably more since the Tournament of Power. Gohan was the only fighter, apart from Jakko, that could see Goku's movements when he used Ultra Instinct Omen, which shows he was the best fighter besides Goku and Vegeta.
Now later on, despite Moro 7-3 pummeling everyone, Gohan executed Gotenk's Galactic Donut attack, which successfully restricted Moro in place whilst Goku blasted him with a Kamehameha. This proved Gohan's genius for strategy and teamwork and showed his prowess for initiating an attack he'd not seen before as far as we're aware.
Yes guys, Gohan is still developing new attacks and techniques, and when Goku got impaled, Gohan gets angry and attacks Moro, and Moro hits him down but states Gohan gets a power boost when enraged, proving that Gohan still has access to rage boosts like he did when he was a kid. Albeit it doesn't feel as big of a jump this time, or maybe the multipliers for the villains have just become far too great for a basic rage boost.
Yeah, that's massive, and that means they didn't just magically vanish after he became Super Saiyan 2 in the Cell games.
Yes, even Rage Boost couldn't bridge this gap in power between Gohan and Moro 7-3. It was simply too much. Gohan would have needed the power that comes as a result of a white-haired complete Ultra Instinct transformation, or a massive ki boost on the level of post-Moro arc Goku.
I liked how Gohan fought in the Moro arc and how he developed new techniques, but it didn't quite show off his power like in the Tournament of Power arc. I personally would have liked to see Gohan be the only one who could defeat Sagambo on his own, which would have been an awesome achievement, and then of course, lose to Moro. That would have been more satisfying. What do you think, Saiyan Scholar?
Personally, I would have loved Gohan to appear as a strong solo warrior that gets a dominating win over the opposition during the Moro arc, a clear-cut victory so to speak. Yes, maybe even being the one to clean up everyone until that point, where Moro is the only one left but is a bit too much to bear, thus having Goku and Vegeta stepping in. It just felt like everyone, including Gohan, was there just to hold on. I felt based on his power growth in battle against Kefla, the jump in itself, Gohan deserved much more in the writing department in the Moro arc than just performing a few good moves alongside Piccolo. Based on what we saw against Kefla, his potential against Sagambo should have been far more impressive than what it was. He was challenging. Maybe they could have written Gohan's rage boost moment a bit better against Moro, making it knock Moro down for a few seconds, shocking him just like Gohan did to Frieza when he was a kid. But then the fire burns out and Moro crushes him. That would have given the same outcome as we had, but also leaving us Gohan fans super excited and seeing more development in Gohan's potential in the future, almost like another tease that Dragon Ball Z used to give us. But I just want to say thank you so much for having me on the channel. I really love this topic as Gohan is my favorite character in all of Dragon Ball. Right next to the role model Tien. And if you want to hear my voice a little more and are interested in some topics I have on Dragon Ball, I welcome you all over to the Saiyan Scholar channel. I'm sure Kaioshin Curt will leave a quick link below for you to find me. It's been a pleasure, dude. I hope we can work together again. Until then, I'll see you in the next dimension.
Last video's #Ender's winner is Yashvardhan Bad Audia. For your chance to win next time, comment #Enders down below. Thank you guys for watching. Now please go and check out Saiyan Scholar's channel, and also if you want to learn more about Gohan's power, then click on this video and watch it up next. Thanks, Kai.